But we're not ball, and we'll push Lion away. And like you just said, LYON just smites the second one. They're happy with the objective secure stacking. That's now 2 monsters cleared as they go for the feat of monsters. Like XQ's looking for the Grand Starfall, and here it comes. Going for the engage. Flash forward from Huhi, trying to lock down Henna. He pulls back in Lions. And Henna's now the focus, but he's bouncing around, dancing past the damage. Disguise cannot make it stick. Now LYON looking for the re-engage, locking down Scary Jerry. Flash available. He's going to have to use it to get out of this one. You have to imagine. There it is. Over the wall. Saint follows, misses, but flashes for first blood. LYON turned the play. On the board. Gold in the pocket of Saint as well is pretty good for the Yone, even if you lose that plate. But ooh, Huhi's actually going for Rum top side. Hex Flash available, no regular Flash though, and doesn't have the ultimate either, so Licorice could be in some trouble here as XU and Huhi are going to look for the dive. Scary Jerry's joined as well. Licorice flashes away, just jumping back. Huhi looking for the Pulverize, doesn't quite get the stun, but XU should have the damage. Licorice trying to make it hard for him. One more Q-tap, and there it is, XU. Even to get that last one, they did get another plate before they expired, and that should be first turret. Disguise just committing to the play, and now Licorice decides to go in. Lions is there with a hostile takeover, but only lands on one member, and actually buffers it with the E. Okay, Disguise, they get their turn and they get out. That's not too bad for them.
Yeah, LYON decided to invest a bunch of ultimates there to try and
ability to hard force fights. Doesn't look like they're going to go for that fight at this Herald, though. As currently it is XU and the rest of Disguise around their castle looking for a 1v1 versus a Licorice. There's no turret to fall back on, so Licorice could be in some trouble here. No Flash available, and he's just roasting down. Castle does not have Equalizer, but it'll be off cooldown shortly. He doesn't even need it. The Flame Spitter is enough. Castle, that's a rock-solid top laner.
Just ran him down and burned him down right there. Licorice was trying to sidestep harpoons, but Flame Spitter claims him. Double teleport is matched.
It's coming in from Saint. Equalizer straight into it. Saint could be in some trouble. Misses the Fate Seal as Abbedagga jumping in. Should have the damage for the kill. Goes from bad to worse for LYON. That's feats of warfare.
He just kind of ran him down as both their cooldowns for their flashes were timing out. Here goes the Herald drive into the mid lane.
Will it actually get the full thing? Ooh, good handshake there from Lions. Won't amount to much, though, as the turret should just fall here. That's 2 down for Disguise. Great series of plays for Disguised as a team.
For Yone, because he used it to try and escape, but LYON, they know the dragon stacking is critical to their end game, so they're coming through. Maokai ult.
Damage onto Huhi to start things off here. Still has the ultimate. He's going to actually absorb a lot of the Maokai ult, but now he's into the pit. Adilan's going to look for the steal. Bramble Smash plus Smite is pretty big, but XU secures it as Disguise are not going to have to fight through the pit. Flash out from XU. They're actually going to disengage instead. Licorice finds Castle all alone. Disguise do not want to back up their top laner. They will sacrifice the Rumble to get the Dragon.
Honestly, putting the bottom side here to Saint.
This will equalize the turrets here, as LYON do get more gold on to Saint into the Yone's pocket. They're actually going to back off. They realize we don't have enough vision, so Abbedagga will, in fact, get the outer top turret.
And this is really meaningful because of the comp that they're running here. A Tristana,
but has no backup from the rest of the team. It's a solo Maokai. Huhi can zone him away. That is Otacon for Disguise. As Saint and Castle 1v1. What's going on bot side? Castle loses it.
Feeling confident, moving in. Pantheon ult goes.
He's going to go in for it now. Pantheon ult, Grand Starfall over the top. He's going to actually dive in, look for the fight instead. And there's Mbessa. Licorice finds the flank. Knockups on knockups, and LYON are winning this one. Abbedagga looking for the resets on the Lions, but Scary Jerry has to flash away. Everybody's falling from DSG, and it's just Abbedagga alone. LYON don't lose a member, and they'll get the Dragon.
They rip them apart. Their back on actually comes through. He gets out of danger, and then Henna's just ripping them up. So everybody else here on the other side in shape right now. It's fully transformed from Anamuna for Scary Jerry in mid.
Play. Grand Starfall as well. Who's the focus? It could be Henna right now, as XU does land in. Abbedagga's got the damage. Henna knocked back towards Scary Jerry. Has the Bailey. Henna's alive. He's trying to survive, and Abbedagga does get in there. It's kill credit to Castle. Abbedagga falls as LYON bouncing back in the fight, but Castle still roasting, still doing damage. Shut down to Castle with a triple kill. LYON have 2 members left trying to run away. Scary Jerry now the focus. Saint thinks maybe I can take him out. Maybe the Soul Unbound will save me, and he does. Scary Scary Jerry's
That's
out.
the ultimate. But Huhi's on the flank on a control ward. They're looking for the turn.
Yeah, Huhi now, big knock up into Henna. Henna's out of there. Lion with no AD carry, gonna have to try and find a way to fight Saint. And Licorice should jump into the back line. Rampage for Saint. The carries for Disguise are down. Lions, Saint, and Adiland stand tall. Lion stands tall. Disguise, they still have their top laner. Castle gonna try and get some more damage down here, but it is not nearly enough. And Lion with the
snipe Abadaga. They had Saint set him up. Saint over the wall into Licorice, and it's the two solo laners just deleting AD carry.
Good look at.
Go for the
Castle's
turn.
actually just linked up with the team.
It's
has
in
the
red
equalizer
range.
available, pretty low. Maokai Ultimate's gonna try and buy some space, and they will get the Baron. Can Disguise find and engage after, but it's back.
Only
Good
for a
news.
second.
Yeah.
Hey, got one
Now Licorice looking for his own play. Castle won the 1v1 earlier. Can he do it now? But it's not a fair fight. Saint linking up. The solo laners are the story for Lion in this game, and they will find another.
The team is. You can just run straight through them. Baron buff, Mountain Soul, and there they go. They're diving.
And now on to Abadaga. Adiland starts it off. Abadaga burning down. Oh, barely alive. As the turret will still fall. Disguised cannot hold on to their base. This Red Bull Baron power play really, really positive for Lion right now, up to 4,000, and it's going to go higher. They're going to take down 2 inhibitor turrets at the same time, but we'll actually back off on the mid lane turret. Disguise had to pick one line. Right, yeah, I mean, this Mountain Soul really is a thorn in the side of DSG. They just can't find any poke between the Corki and the Rumble to actually stick here.
Flip push working out nicely as well. And Bessa up there gets the mid lane pushing towards the weakened tower. And that cannon minion, one shot at a time, slowly chipping
Whittling it down. Saint whittling down Scary Jerry's health bar. Almost one-shots him over the wall. And again, all he took was not even the full Mountain Soul shield damage. Wow. Okay, Abadaga jumping in onto Licorice. There's not many plays left for DSG. At this point, it's basically desperation. Abadaga thinks maybe there's a tiny window here. Maybe I can make some magic happen. Unfortunately, we live in the real world. No magic around as Lion will take that middle inhibitor. Bottom inhibitor turret as well. Look to put the final touches in this game. It was a slow burn for the first half, but Lion in firm control of those objectives. And the solo laners stepping up. Final fight here for DSG. Equalizer goes down. Castle not getting a lot of damage in there. And Licorice still untouched. Henna still untouched. Lion will take down 2. Looking to dive into the fountain onto Scary Jerry. Castle trying to clear the wave under the turrets, but there's just no shot. Lion roar to life in the series. Quick work of DSG as they'll get the last Nexus turret, focus up on the Nexus, pad the stats a little bit for the fantasy point players that drafted them. Lion take game number 1.
Nice stuff. Fairly quickly, there was just that one annoying. You get to get some, some winning lane, but until your team has actually won a game and proven that you're going to be able to win with it, I'm a little bit skeptical because you're playing into very good team fight. A Skarner and a
CS numbers. We just saw the Skarner back. We know he's heading bot side. Licorice has no backup. Saint even teleported mid. Can Licorice survive the dive? Flash available, and that is it. Nobody's actually going to get the turret aggro yet. XU gets it. Castle, clean play. First blood picked up by Disguise.
Like that for Mix.
And helping his bot lane maintain pressure down here. Adiland's coming down 2, and with the Winter's Bite landing onto Huhi. Scary Jerry actually arcane shifting in, and now engaged from Huhi right as the Winter's Bite expires. So Adiland, flash away from Huhi. Looks like Castle just solo killed Licorice, by the way.
Are available, and they're swapping.
Ash arrow, it lands from downtown. Henna setting up the play. Impale lands as well. Abadaga's got nowhere to go. Chain Steed seed to Lion, the team is not immediately going into that grub. There's a chance XU can try and contest now. Adiland does still have that smite, and actually will start it up. So XU not going to look to contest. It will just be the 2 for the 1 trade as Henna gets the wave shoved in top. So Lion do have control over this pit for the time being. They also got that first dragon. And should set up a trap plus a spear here for Castle. So, actually avoids a lot of that damage. Castle instead went for the damage onto the turret as Licorice looking for the outplay right now as Conqueror stacked up. Castle takes a turret shot, but in the brush is Huhi onto the turret. Leona taking it. Another
where Whippo has successfully used the champ and then Castle used it. It also happened with the Yorick. Mid lane, Scary Jerry has
cleanse right there. Charm lands from Saint, but he's stuck under turret. Oh! Abadaga with the help of a ramped turret. Things are looking a little different this time around as Abadaga is the focus, but he gets away. Still impact into the wall. Abadaga actually does not back off. Instead, going to be trying to fight between turrets right here, but Lions hits a Winter's Bite, and Abadaga's in a lot of trouble right now. Saint jumping through all the unraveled earth, still gets the kill with the Foxfire. Stun up onto Hui under the turret. Charm lands. Saint with the damage isn't enough, but X2 to save the day. Adiland actually goes down. 1-for-1 trade so far. Mid laner for jungler. Lion stuck around under the turret a little too long.
When there's it's a very useful tool here. When you've got the split pusher, you've got Nidalee, you want more open space. Scary Jerry.
Flash out from Jerry there. Saint forcing it dropped, and Disguised are looking to start their siege.
Yeah, juicy Herald charge right there.
And now here comes Adiland, and only the ultimate on the one. It's Hui under the turret, but that should be enough. Lion pick up a kill. Nice setup as Abadaga now flies in, but he's all alone. Impacted into the wall. Henna's got the damage. Lions is right there. 2 kills to Lion and Scary Jerry. Arcane shipped away, but no flash because of the earlier play. Saint can continue the chase. Lions flashing in with a Winter's Bite, and Saint picks up the kill. Lion find the engage.
They chase them down. Only 2 survive. Then Nidalee's going to use teleport as well to the top side. Castle at least wants to get that top tower.
Oh, X2's in trouble too. He was not able to fully retreat back to his own turrets. The Saint is here, just has to land the charm, and X2 actually dashes away with the flash. X2 gets to safety.
He does survive, and Castle's going to be able to get the top side tower. But in mid lane, Henna will get the mid lane tower to even it up. Teleport behind him too, though.
Flank from Abadaga. The hits just keep coming. DSG do not want to lose the lead that they had worked so hard to get. Abadaga trying to keep them in it. Can solo kill Henna.
DSG will still get the mid tower, and with the dragon spawning right now, they should be able to retreat on over to that.
And Castle with the teleport topside got the top turret. So end of the play, it looked nice, the engage from Lion to begin, but DSG got way more in the second half.
They do get their objective. Cutting down on some of the gold here, though.
Go for it right there. You do want to play for that side lane, as right now is play for that side lane. CC'd under turret. They just don't have the damage. With a stairs gauge as well, Big Shield comes in. Castle is just fine, but the turret is the focus. Lion do pick it up. The Jace to join the play. There it is. Very defensive teleport. Does not go for the flank. Instead, going to go for the front to back. But DSG, they're actually committing to the Otacon. Adiland's going to have to find a way in there, and he's not going to find it. DSG are able to disengage. Hui flashes away from Adiland's ultimate, but Lion, they might look for the chase. Saint goes in with the ultimate. Scary Jerry, Arcane shifting away. DSG have survived.
They force on the Otacon. They successfully get it, and that extra power of the buffed up flowers kind of swept up. Price is 800 gold for your team.
Let me tell you, it gets a lot easier for the Nidalee to hit a tier 2 turret when you see all.
So they're going to sacrifice. They're going to open base right now.
Okay. I mean, I like this call from DSG. This is something that, again, takes a plan. It takes the team committing together. It stops their dragon stacking, but it's more gold in their immediate pocket right here, and it's all 5 members with the same plan, but now Lion's plan is to punish. Asher lands, XU locks down, and here comes the EXAL's impact onto Hui, but that's the front line. That's a tank, and the appeal onto 3! Adiland sets it up beautifully for the rest of Lion. Saint with the resets, double kill picked up. Spirit rushing into the back line of DSG and Castle. That gold lead don't mean much when there's 4 Lions chasing it down in the jungle. Another kill to Saint and Lion pounds. We keep talking about Saint. He's able to put on performances like this. And now Hui getting impaled yet again, caught out from the rest of his team. Braum passive does stun him up. He's got the aftershock, but just not enough of a health bar here. Tries maybe for another re-engage. It buys time. Adiland looking forward. Half health on the jungler for Lion, but DSG just can't find
the frontline difference that we mentioned from Champion Select has been prominent in this game. Adiland and Lion constantly moving
up. Okay, we're back to live. So we had the Otacon as the magnet to pull in the teleport last time. Now it's the Baron, but DSG, I don't think they're actually going to commit to it. Hui goes for the engage, but the rest of the team not all there. Now XU joins in. They caught Adiland. Teleport in now from Saint, but he's straight into all members of DSG, but Saint won't go down! Saint, are you kidding me? That Ori just carried the fight after teleporting head first into a Leona!
All right, Lion. There are three lions versus one cat. You know, it should be 3 cats versus 1 castle. Doesn't really stand a chance here. Tower's going to go down in the aftermath. What a brawl.
Yeah, that's one for the history books right there. I'm very... At this point, it's Lion doing the reverse. They're actually going to force teleport out of castle to come stop this. Weaver's Wall from Abadaga keeps Adi in the pit. Ashera goes out, lands onto the mid laner here, but no follow-up as now re-engage here from DSG, trying to get onto the back line, big seismic shove, but just not enough damage. DSG have already lost their front line, they've lost their mid laner, it's down to Castle and Scary Jerry, and they just don't have the damage. Lion push through, Disguised will fall. That is gonna be a clean ace for 0. Lion get the team fight and the Baron.
They're gonna get the Baron, they can collect the Dragon at their pleasure as well. Lion now full control of this deciding game.
Yep. I mean, we gave all the story for Disguised, the one-word answers for how we can describe them as players, but at the end of the day, Lion playing in the LLA makes it to international performance, makes it to the finals of his own regional league, has been to multiple international performances, and has been really hyped up from Latin American fans, saying this is the support that we want to highlight here, having a really good performance in the LTA, especially in the series.
All right, back to the game plan from DSG, though. They can't really change game plan away from Nidalee split push once you have the Nidalee.
Yep.
So they're like, all right, well, they've got Baron buff. Still, we're sending Nidalee to split push.
Okay, but now
Licorice is going to try and answer.
Yeah, Licorice has gotten enough gold. I actually think he wins this 1v1 at this point. Castle's going to go down. Licorice with the revenge store finds his own solo kill, as Disguise will have to try and hold the line, but they just cannot do it. Lion is too much for Disguise. It's only Scary Jerry and Abadaga left. They have some wave clear. So Lion are going to have to play very carefully here, very respectfully. Low health bar from Adiland, but teleports from both solo laners. Lion want to end the game right here, right now. Henna caught off on the other side of the Weaver's Wall, but he holds his ground, will eventually fall. Adiland might just burn down as well, but he's still alive for now. Finally goes down, double kill to Scary Jerry. Is that enough? Has that scared back the Lions? As Saint trying to look for his own charm. He's still almost full health bar. Scary Jerry just can't get through the broad shield, but what a flick from Abadaga! And that will shut down the game end for Lion. Disguise. This current climate to say I'm a rookie AD carry, I'm going to have standout performances, but hey, you like to see that confidence. Now Disguise going for their own engage yet again here. Lion have been the ones starting off a lot of the fight so far. Now they're going to actually start this one up well. Hui goes down, Exio as well. And now Scary Jerry has to cleanse, Arcane chipped away, but the fight just keeps coming. He cannot get the safety. Saint over the wall. He'll take down Jerry. A brief moment of respite for Disguise, but it will not be enough as the Lion team pounces yet again. Another clean ace for Lion.
Saint still just has so much damage.
Yeah.
You know, you saw him pull a Leona in for the Ahri to kill, and he actually does do it with the full damage build, Kangas.
No Nexus turrets to defend, and Lion, pride stands tall. They will 2-0 in the series.